It's just gone poor bloody signal. Right, we're back again. Anyway, it's the last day of the Department of Education inquiry into social care workforce. And for the last few weeks, I have literally been live streaming daily to make sure as many of you as possible have been even aware that this inquiry is going on, because obviously school's out, MPs are out, and the deputy head, the Queen, has just brought everybody into line and calling everybody into recess, basically. So anyway, I had a bit of a nutty night, really, because I left camp last night with the intentions of coming all the way straight home, but the challenge that I've got is I live in a flat. Now, when I lived in a home, this was an easy thing to do. Going out, kids sleep in the car, come home, transfer the kids. Very easily done. In fact, when I had Aaron and Faith, my biggest challenge was working out which child might actually wake up or not, because I struggled with just the fact that I was parked right outside my front door. Yes, darling? Oh, look where we are. Farnham, where I was under social care in foster care. What, sweetheart? On Chase, I can't see in the back, darling, because I'm driving. Oh, actually, I want that way. Yeah, so David is heading off to the library this morning. I'm going to ring him in a bit and make sure that he's got all of the questions and everything that is around this submission. And I'm hoping that once I've got this document, I'm going to put it in on behalf of everybody, pretty much. And this is separate to the inquiry. This is going, proceeding right to the family doodah thing. Anyway, I'm just trying to get my head around the fact that I've been so fucking insensitive just a minute ago, and I've been trying not to be insensitive, because last night, obviously, in order to get home from where I was, I have to go through my hometown. I can't get, I was born in Portsmouth, but I wasn't raised in Portsmouth. I was raised here, back out this way. In fact, I'm in Farnham now, which is where I ended up in foster care with my foster care family, and also where I lived with my mum when she was au pairing for somebody. So I decided to do a bit of a stop last night, and I pulled up outside my dad's, and I can see the clouds moving, darling, and I was going to leave him a note just to let him know that I will be moving, and to give him the opportunity to see me before I move. And first time I stopped, Shiloh woke up. So I drove, came back, and the second time I got my notepad out, and all of a sudden, and you don't get any bloody police out where my dad is, apart from the fact that my sister is a police officer. She's a special constable, I think, at the moment, is part of her training to be a police officer. She's younger than me, bless her, and this has only been since all this stuff's happened. So I don't know what she wasn't going into the police before all this, I know that. But I know people. I don't really talk about my private per se life, because I'll tell you what, if these trolls started meddling in my private life, like major private, you can do it with Dean and stuff, because Dean's used to it. Dean's used to this campaign world. Is why he hates me in it. He knows what everybody's like. He's seen every pattern, every trick. He's been in it 27 years. I'm just a newbie. I was set up a business in 2010 that turned into a political message after my kids were taken, I suppose. So then on the way back, literally to leave my dad's, you have to pass my cousin's, and I thought, shit, I've got an idea. I wonder if my cousin happens to just have the morning off and wouldn't mind, because she's like mother hen to everybody, wouldn't mind making a coffee and like playing in. You can't quite play in a garden because it's well, you can actually. She's had a new driveway and done everything done. And maybe she'd watch kids while I get some work done prior to getting back, because I have to be... I don't know where the green van is, darling. I have to be at this party at 1. And the reason that I have to be at this party at 1, and the reason that I have strategically placed myself in attending this 4-week family support group, even though it was just a marketing thing, so it was an invite to the community to let them know that this family support... that's not Tesco's, darling. That's a garage. We need to stop and get some milk and some... well, maybe stop off somewhere really nice and have our breakfast. It's in the car, so stop somewhere nice and have our food, yeah? Yeah, because it's lots of traffic. It's absolutely trafficked up. In fact, I haven't been in 9 o'clock traffic for absolutely ages, and I thought schools were out. So whatever happened to the good old days where this holiday season was a holiday season? Now, it's Friday, so maybe everybody is going away for the weekend. Who knows? But we used to be very traditional in this country, and it used to be a blessing. You as a working person, you get 28 days a year holiday. So they're your days off. That's it. Mothers, yes, darling. What are you trying to get in your bag? What's in your bag?
Would you guys see the Hot Wheels?
No Hot Wheels. Oh, he's always asking me for Hot Wheels. So anyway, trying not to be insensitive, just to finish this before I get back to what today is today. I literally pulled up outside my cousin's, and I can't get on Messenger on my Crackbook at the moment, and so I couldn't PM her, and I have her husband's number because she uses it, and I thought, I'm not ringing her at like this time in the morning, no way. So I thought it's cool. I'll just do some work while I'm sat in the car, and in the morning when she's up, I'm going to have a coffee with her and a chat, and if she's off out to work, I'll crack on. I've got... Where's what? Sorry, the green van. You have to keep watching. You have to try and read the letters on the side of the car, or the registration plate. See if you can read all the letters out. And so I posted to her wall from my other account, just to say, I didn't want to sort of let her know I was there, just in case I changed my mind or anything like that. And it was just sort of like, I just posted to say, you're working in the morning, and if so, what time you're leaving? Thinking, right, cool, might be able to just go in, sort some bits out, quickly give myself 15, 20 minutes without thinking about the kids. Yes, we're going to go and get some apple juice as well.
What's that on the truck?
What's on the truck? That's scaffolding on the truck. We like scaffolding, don't we? Up on the roof. So anyway, I then scrolled down her bloody wall, and her daughter has lost her baby, and not just her baby. It turned out it was twins. So I'm thinking, right, fuck it, I'm out of it. There's no way I'm interfering. This was only yesterday. I'm going to give them space, and yeah, no way do you ask your cousin a favour at a time like this. So anyway, I went to start the fucking engine, and the bloody car wouldn't start, would it? So I was like, fuck. But I was parked literally where there was stuff, and I was on like a proper working class trades, all workmen. Everybody, probably got a van and stuff like that. So I thought, right, it's fine. By sort of like 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:30, someone can just like give me a quick bump, and I'll be off, and that will be it. Well, lo and behold, I then get a knock on the window from my cousin's. Catch up from the live I was just on, but as you know, my memory is full on my phone, and also picking up signal and things like that is just the way it is. I've got to work with what I've got, with where I am, with the resources and tools that I have. If I didn't, I wouldn't start anything. So basically, I was just saying, I was trying not to be insensitive this morning. So literally, I have just had to run around this morning and try and find a foot pump. So just everybody's just literally coming over who was on the live. So I'll just give you time to just quickly catch up. Sorry, my live. There. Oh, wow, that is a big crane. What colour is that crane?
It's red.
It is red. And what else?
little crane.
That's a red crane. So yeah, I'll just give the ones that were definitely on the last time just to quickly come in. Signal bounced out, so I thought I'd quickly just hop back on rather than just leave you all stranded and finish. So I'll just keep going, and if it cuts out again, I'll just keep coming back on until I finish what I've got to say. So yeah, Miss Kelly Cotton, fucking insensitive fucking cunt. When the lady come out and she was like, "You all right?" and everything like that, I said, "All I just need is a quick push, and I'm on my way, and I'm good." And went to push. The tyre was flat, so it was like, shit, can't bump start it with a flat tyre. So I was like, right, it's cool, not a problem, blah, 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 blah. So I then got my cousin on the response, and I'd seen the message about what was going on, so I just sent my love and stuff like that. So I was just talking to my cousin Ange just on Crackbook, and then all of a sudden my fucking battery went flat. So I thought, okay, she's up. She won't mind me just tap, 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 everything okay, loads of love, sorry, everything's, as it is and stuff. This is what I was going to do, but I leave you to it. She wouldn't have minded that at all. In fact, my Aunt Alison's come on, so I will just quickly explain very, very, very quickly what's come on. I drove back from Reading last night. The motor, with the intention of driving all the way to Portsmouth. But the challenge that I have in Portsmouth is once I get there, I've got 2 kids asleep to get upstairs without the double buggy. So usually I have the buggy and I can take them straight upstairs. So I thought, well, it's fine. I can just take it as it is. So I decided to pull up at my dad's, and I was going to put a note through my dad's door. And this is all on the live previously, but my signal got shut. But because my Aunt Alison's there, and I think it's important to say what just happened. So as you know, in order to get home from Reading, I've got to come all the way through pretty much my hometown, my storyline, everywhere that I grew up and stuff up to on and off 24 really, and then lived up north, and I've been trying to come home since. But literally, I went to my dad's, as I had explained. First time Shiloh woke up in the car, so I went for a quick drive. Second time, I saw the police car and I thought, fuck it, I can't be arsed with this shit, and I decided to leave it. So then I thought, my cousin Ange. No, we're going to see the boats. We're going to see the boats in a bit, darling. My cousin Ange. Yes, we're going to see the ships and boats, but we won't see the ships and boats until we've done about 2 or 3 miles, and then we'll see. No, we won't see the hovercraft for another 40 minutes. Just 2 seconds while I finish up this. You can say hello to Auntie Alison. Stay with me if you're not to do with my family stuff, because it is the final day of the submission and everybody needs their families right now. But anyway, as I'd said on the previous one, I thought, my cousin Ange, I wonder what time she starts work in the morning. I wonder if she will loan me an hour just to watch a cartoon with the kids while I quickly type up this stuff that David was thinking this morning. So Messenger wasn't working. It was like 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, so there was no way I was knocking on her door. And I was quite cool with just literally pulling up and in the morning, coffee, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I quickly posted on her wall, you at work in the morning, what time are you up? Not to say I was there or anything, because I didn't want anyone to know. But after I've done that, I've just scrolled down the rule, and there's been a family incident of, unfortunately, and blessings to my second cousin and my cousin Ange and the family that, have lost a baby and turned out to be twins. So there's me trying to stay out the way, and I thought, right, cool, off I go. I'll move on to my next pretty place, sunrise pictures, sunsets and stuff like that, because that's what I do, sunrise, sunsets. I've just not got the proper camera to do it to the quality they want. Went to start the engine. The fucking engine won't work to start. Car completely gone, like the night before, completely dead. I think it's this up here. I've had this in a Ford before. I think it's this light when you put it on midway and not fall all the way through. I think that's what's done it. Hello guys. Try 3. Just listen. I'll put it back on when I need the chorus. I'm not bothered about all the bollocks in between. I just want the chorus. Hello there, darling. Yes. We'll nearly be home. You just rest and we'll be home soon. Anyway, guys, now my battery's going to go very soon. It's on red. anyway, very, 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 very quickly, I'll finish the rest of my family story. I was just trying to be very insensitive and respect to my family anyway. A tragedy has occurred within my dad's side of the family, with my cousins. Blessings to them. So now is not a time to ask my family for any favours. So even the ones I do talk to. Magazines on payday. So anyway, I wish they would do a magazine thing at doctors, by the way, and children's places. Like £4.99 for fucking kids' magazines these days. The shit that fucking breaks. For magazines that get torn to pieces. For little ones that want it. I went through it with every single one of my kids over magazines. Sounds. Hang on. Lots of houses. Elijah's telling you that we have lots of trees and lots of houses and lots of parks and lots of families all around us in lovely, 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 lovely countryside. So anyway, the point being to these lives, guys, it is last day. Now, what you've got to remember is during this time of getting you all in it, I'm onto the papers, I'm onto the media, I'm asking them all, why is this not being promoted? Why is this not being advertised? Why are they not appealing to people? Yes, we're going back to bang, 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 drill, drill, drill. Sorry. Yes, even Elijah knows. We're going home, which means we don't think, oh, we're going home. We're going back to bang, 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 drill, drill, drill. And that's coming from a 3-year-old. So that's how much we have to move. So anyway, I have a meeting on the 2nd of September with my housing officer. No, we're driving now until we get home, sweetheart. Unless it's desperate or Shiloh gets up or needs a break or it's so really pretty or I need to go and take a photograph. But my battery's going to go and balance is going to go soon as well. And I really have to make sure that by the 1st of September I am on the ball to literally call all of the people to say, hey, it's back to school day coming up and I need to reset the programme and get ready for that sort of time up until Christmas and rebudget, because not everybody does everything monthly. It's just that unfortunately when you're in the system you build like in a way that people on incomes above a certain income just don't function that way, and it's really complex for someone like me with the education of the 6 buckets that I have and not being able to live to the 6 buckets or 7 buckets when per se having to deal with a normal bank straight. Yes, we're going back to bang bang drill drill, so desperately got to move. Even my 3-year-old is saying, where's Kitty? Now Kitty, by the way, is a bus. Kitty is back at the farm. So we've just come back from a farm where I've been with David Shayler. Now I've known David Shayler since 2013. I don't have any opinions or any beliefs or any judgments of anybody that I have met through the movement since Aaron and Faith were taken, and before, and any person that I meet in the future. That's just not how I roll. I do safeguard myself, my children from potential disasters and stuff like that, but I also know the difference between going through adversity. I know why I'm doing this. I am going to face, and any what label do you want, Christian, pagan, Muslim, Hare Krishna, Buddhist, will all tell you that when somebody is doing something that restores family, which restores natural law of order, they will face all forms. You know, most warriors and shailings train and train and train. I'm just a mum. Luckily I had a dad who was a bit of a shailing warrior, so yes, he's got a bald patch as well. So I learned a lot as a kid, and being raised by a dad, and also having very, 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 very strong, disciplined men around me, because of course my 2 marriages by the time I was 24, yes, I know, go on, slate me, bring it on, point of fingers. Yes, I was married at 17 and divorced by 20, and yes, I was married at 21 and divorced by 24. That's how I have Liam and Daniel. But I was married. Oh my word, I can't believe that place is closed down. Wow. I tell you what, it's like quite heartbreaking driving through sort of like your childhood memories and just seeing that big roads have gone through them and things have changed, and that is a tractor. Anyway, my battery is down to 10%, so there's 3 videos that I've tried to do, but my signal keeps cutting out. And then also after the second one, my phone overheated, and then I quickly stopped off because Elijah was asking for food, so I stopped off at one of them things to grab a sausage. Unfortunately, they don't use cards on them things. I have no idea what's left on my card. I don't even check. As long as I have £1.50, I can